4 a.m., way too early for spiels, but we are loaded up. We are packing heavy today because we are about to undertake an epic Northeast Philippines road trip. So come along, I need some coffee. And I asked the team who's been camping before, it's just me and this guy.
There's nothing quite like the possibilities of the open road. Every turn brings new stories, every bump a rush of adrenaline and unexpected discoveries. Stop where you want, sleep where you can, and pick up some of your favorite bites along the way. This is Forager.
We've been on the road now for 2 hours and I'm so pumped and energized for this trip. Over the next 3 episodes, we are going to be putting these Ford Ranger Wild Tracks to the test. I'm currently driving the one with all the ARB accessories and it's been so smooth so far. So over the next 6 days, we'll be driving to Baler through Nueva Vizcaya, Isabela, and eventually ending up in Ifugao, eating, buying food, foraging all along the way. Let's see what we find. I am loving this adaptive cruise control. It just, especially if you're tired driving, it just helps to kind of keep you on your toes and keep you focused. And I love this kind of like, you get a slight pushback when you go off your lane a little bit. The car just like gives you a little bit of a nudge to center you back into the middle of the lane, which is really helpful. Make sure you're, driving properly.
The province of Aurora is technically not very far from Manila. The issue is that there is only really one access point, which makes a 5-hour drive the norm. Most people usually take a road trip north by either passing through the west coast of Luzon from Pampanga to La Union and up, or through the heart of it using Baguio as their gateway. For that very reason, we wanted to go east. The coast is more rugged, the mountains wide and expansive, the roads winding, and the access a little more difficult. Once we entered Aurora, we realized that coconut farming was probably a big industry here, and in the Philippines, when you see coconuts, you're probably never far from Tuba. The word is used interchangeably in the country, but in essence, it's the juice of various palm trees' sap. It can be drunk right away, and it's delicious. It is usually left to ferment, though, a couple of days to develop alcoholic content. That's when it's truly called tuba. After a few months, this then becomes a beautiful tangy vinegar that can be used in most local dishes.
Hi, sir. Magandang umaga, sir.
So ito yung fresh, diretso na sa galing sa tree. Yeah, it has that slight funk to it, which I quite like. So ito may alcohol na or hindi pa? Konti.
Pure po yan.
So pure.
Pure
Tapos,
po na galing po sa katas po ng puso po ng nyog.
Tapos ilang days for it to have parang alcohol?
Magiging suka po siya after, minsan po, 1 month po. Tapos may nakasingaw po siya.
So I'm not sure if this actually has alcohol content yet, no. So a month to get to vinegar, I would say maybe a couple of days to get to a fermentation stage where there's a little bit of alcohol content that's kind of grown there.
Ready to benta na po ito, 50 pesos po isang 1.5.
Okay, we'll buy one. So shot.
Puro po yan, hindi po, wala pong halong tubig.
Yeah. But
Pangpaksiw.
papangsil, we'll buy this. And then hopefully we can cook something with it too later. Okay, let's get some kamyas.
Sir.
Saan pa yung puno? Dito lang?
Ayun po, oh.
Dito lang.
Okay.
Yeah. Kamyas is one of those fruits that you don't necessarily see much unless you have a tree like that. I'm actually thinking of growing a kamyas tree in my house. Ooh. Very sour, but very fresh. And this would make a killer sinigang. Now this kind of just shows you that we're not too far off yet in kind of like the mountains or the coast. But you can still find lots of produce, like in people that live kind of like in the provincial side, where you kind of can forage from trees that are just in your backyards, or in this case, your neighbor's backyards. Ano pa yung mga dishes or ulam that you use for kamyas?
Pang sinigang po,
Pag sinigang, okay.
ng isda po.
So yung sinigang sa Aurora, kamyas, hindi tamarind,
Meron din pong tamarind.
Sampalok.
Pero isa po yan na ginagamit po namin na...
kamyas.
Opo.
Sarap. The thing about provinces is that it's always super tight to get around, especially when we're lost like we are today. But if you check out the ford, look how cool that is. I can see absolutely everything around me, a 360 view around my car, and then a perfect, like, clean backup camera. That is so useful. Oh my God. I'm kind of thinking now, like, every car should have that. There'd be less accidents in the road. And it's so precise too. And off we go.
After all that driving, I was starting to develop a little hunger, and nothing is better than freshly made kakanin for a road trip snack. We asked around Baler, and everyone pointed us towards Nanay Geza.
Love was another way to say that I'll carry you. Whatever you wanna do, turn me left or turn me right.
Para hindi sisingaw yung magkabilang dulo, nakatiklop siya. Tapos pagka nilagay mo na siya ng laman, ganyan, ititiklop muli na magkaharap na sila. Ayan. Tapos, ang tali naman ganyan. Igaganong-ganon mo lang siya. Tatanggalin muli ito. Ito na, oh. Tapos ang paglalaga naman ito, kailangan kumukulo yung tubig bago mo siya ilalagay. Ilalaga mo siya, pinakamadali, 2 oras. Kailangan lutong-luto.
Toto, kanin, gata,
Gata, asin.
asin, asukal. You know, sobrang sarap. I love it. Not too sweet, just the right amount of saltiness in there as well, and really kind of sticky and glutinous, which I really like.
Nanay, ilang taon ka nang gumagawa ng kakanin?
Matagal na po. Nasa ilang taon na ako. Mahigit na po 35 years.
35 years. Wow.
Pero ganyan lang po.
I'm 36 years old. So ito sa sasawan.
Pwede pong ilagay mo na lang dyan, tapos lagyan mo
Dito.
ng sauce. Opo.
So ano pa yung difference na ito tapos ito?
Ito po, alat lang.
Ah, okay.
Isasawsaw mo.
I'll try it kung sasawan. Ah, okay. So
Yan po ang sauce. niya.
asin lang. So ito asukal and coconut. sarap to. Sarap! You guys should try it, it's really good. Yum. There isn't going to be much waves in Baler this time of year, so we are looking for a little bit of adrenaline, and we found a river and we are going to attempt to cross it, which I've actually never really done, so hopefully this car can get me there. Okay guys, I'm coming down. Have you done this before, Julius? Woo! I was second guessing that for a second when we were in there. I was this close to doubting you. It's the last time we're doing that.
Yan, tol. Tumigil yung sasakyan. You stop! Oh,
I turned around, it's dead.
Oh,
It's dead.
oh,
I didn't know you were getting that close.
Fuck. Oh my God!
I didn't see you. I thought you'd gone already. That's why I turned.
The SD card is here.
Is it there?
Yeah.
How much? 120,000.
Goodbye.
I feel like it's here. I thought I hit something on the road.
I was
It
going
a
like
drone.
fast and then tumigil, bro. Sabi ko,
At least it shows you that the Ford's strong. But this always happens, seriously. Last time it was on the first day of our road trip show. You can walk back to Manila. There's the door.
pwede ba ang ganda sa bus?
It's 200 kilometers lang. Ride the Carabao.
Baler is a small coastal town that got famous for apparently being the birthplace of surfing and the backdrop of the famous Hollywood movie Apocalypse Now. Funnily enough, the roads going towards it never really developed as much as those leading to the westward surf town of La Union, making Baler feel a little more laid back and quaint. It's a great jumping off point to explore Aurora and its coast. If you have time, try and go all the way to the tip of the province. We've seen and heard lots of good things up there.
After what seems like 7 hours in the car because we were kind of messing around, we're finally in Baler. We're just doing a really quick stopover because we're not going to be doing much activities like in Sabang Beach and stuff. But we'll be buying some fish and some of the food that we need to cook tonight before we camp.
Every day I'm just.
This is
Hi po.
Erwan, wife of
Husband.
husband of Ann Curtis. Siya pala yung asawa niya. Oo. Naglalakad pa lang siya. Erwan, picture niya.
Thank you.
Picture na. Wait lang.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Magkano isang peraso ganito? So the idea is a fish sinigang. Ito yung balaw-balaw.
Balaw po.
Isa pong balaw, please. Salamat. Tatlong peraso po. Crab lang. Okay na yan po. Salamat po.
Every town you go to in the Philippines will have that one carinderia everyone stops by. Yolly's is one of those. You never really know what you're gonna get, but you know it'll be well made, quick, and tasty.
Tatlong paksiw na lang. Adobo, ginatang kalabasa. Solid.
We are finally heading to our campsite, Dibut Beach in San Luis. It's a secluded spot that requires a little bit of off-road driving through some pretty tight mountain roads. We heard that locals come here from time to time to camp, but when we arrived, we were the only ones there.
So Baler Aurora in itself, it's huge. If you guys do come here, some campsites that are cool are where we are now, but also you can go all the way up to Casiguran, which is beautiful, and apparently there's some waves there that are nice as well. What's cool about the Ford Ranger Wild Track with the ARB accessories is the accessories. So we have the bull bar, but the snorkel, bigger wheels as well. It's higher than the stock one that we have here, but it also has an awning and a tent on top, which I'm gonna be using now.
There's a bed in here. Yeah, there's a whole bed in here. Like a mattress. Who wants to come into the love shack with me? Mick, is it gonna be you?
So we are quickly losing light. It is hot, but it is getting cooler, which is great. We found a little nice spot here backed by the forest. We're gonna be spending the whole night here and then leave early tomorrow morning. So the plan is, originally the plan was to do 3 dishes, but I think that's a little too much. So we're gonna keep it really simple using kind of the ingredients that we found today. I think it was a great day, except for our little drone mishap. But yeah, we saw a lot, we learned a lot, we had a lot of fun with the cars and kind of going all over. So the plan is I'm gonna be making a crab kamias sinigang with some tomatoes, and then we're gonna be grilling the fish. So we're just gonna make like a really nice salsawan using the sukang tuba that we have. The fish is pretty much ready. I just want to have it with nice, lots of color, fresh from the source. I will put a shirt on soon, guys, don't worry. It's just really hot cooking over flames. Look at that. Woo! Instant cinnamon, baby. Gorgeous. Let's give this a taste. I love pampano. Look at that. Perfectly cooked with the chilies. Mmm. Happy man. Oh, we have a clear sky coming. This has turned out to be a good day. He's gonna go back to the sea, that one. He deserves it. He deserves to live.
that's our campfire, crab sinigang. We had a friend that went back to the ocean, though I'm not sure that's where he came from. I think he maybe came from the river. But it tastes really good. So now we're just gonna eat, we're gonna chill, we're gonna power and recharge all our gears using our generator, but also using the car, and then using our EcoFlow batteries as well. And then we're gonna call it a night. Hopefully sleep well, and tomorrow morning, wake up early around 5 a.m., do it all over again. Night one, done.
Alright, this is what my setup looks like. It's actually really comfy. Like, this tent is so cool. And I am absolutely exhausted, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's that noise? That was literally just one day, and it feels like we've been on the road already for 3 or 4 days. That concludes the first episode of Forager. Make sure you check out all the other episodes. We have episode 2 coming up, and then episode 3. We are now on our way towards Nueva Vizcaya, where we'll pick things up. It's a long 5-hour drive, but I'm ready for it.